4 domains of the Earth. In this chapter, we shall deal with 4 major domains of the Earth: lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, and biosphere. Our Earth is a unique planet in the whole solar system. It is the only planet which is habitable and which supports life. Though it is supposed that conditions on the Mars, another planet in the solar system, are also favorable to support some form of life, yet there is no evidence to sustain it. Land, water, and air are the major domains of the Earth, which sustain life. The landmass or the solid crust of rocks is called the lithosphere. The vast water mass, which includes oceans and seas, is called the hydrosphere. The domain of air that surrounds the Earth is called the atmosphere. Then there is another domain which is called biosphere, or the domain of life. The 4 domains are not separate. They are intermingled. The domain of land, lithosphere. Lithos means stone, and as such, lithosphere means the solid crust of the Earth. It includes all types of land masses, big or small, even or uneven, high mountains and deep valleys, vast plains and plateaus, etc. Heights of these land masses are measured from the sea level. As all oceans of the world are connected with one another, the level of sea water remains the same everywhere. It is with the help of this sea level that we can even measure the highest peak, that is, Everest, 8,848 meters, of the world, and its deepest trench, Mariana Trench, 11,028 meters. The total area of this landmass is roughly 1/3, about 29% of the Earth's surface. About 71% of the Earth's surface is under oceans and seas. Continents. There are 7 continents on the Earth. In order of their size, they are Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe, Australia. Asia is the largest continent on the Earth, and it occupies about 1/3 the land of the world. About 58% of the people of the world live in Asia. There are now more than 46 countries in Asia. Our country is one of them. In fact, Asia and Europe together belong to the same landmass. They are not separated by a large water mass. Ural Mountains and the Ural River separate Europe from Asia. Together they are called Eurasia, but for all practical purposes, Europe is treated as a separate continent. In size, it is the 6th out of the 7 continents of the world, only bigger than Australia. Africa is next to Asia in size. The Suez Canal separates it from Asia. It is the only continent of the world which has the Tropic of Cancer, the Equator, and the Tropic of Capricorn passing through it. North America is the third largest continent of the world after Asia and Africa. It is about 8 times the size of India. It was Columbus who discovered this continent in 1492 AD. South America is the fourth largest continent of the world after Asia, Africa, and North America. It is more than 5 times the size of India. North America and the South America also formed a single landmass before they were separated by the Panama Canal. Australia is the smallest continent on the earth. It is sometimes called an island continent. It is surrounded on all sides by sea and oceans. Antarctica is a big continent. It lies around the South Pole. It is always covered with snow and ice, and as such, there is no permanent human settlement here. It was discovered in 1921. Many countries, including India, are continuously sending expeditions to Antarctica to gain more knowledge about this continent. Hydrosphere. All the water bodies on the Earth's surface, namely oceans, seas, lakes, rivers together with snow and ice, are collectively called the hydrosphere. Of all the planets, it is only the Earth which has hydrosphere. Earth is known as the watery planet because it is the only planet of the solar system which contains a huge quantity of water, about 71% of the total area of the globe. About 97% of the total water of the globe is found in the ocean, and the rest 3% consists of the water of the lakes, rivers, and the water obtained from snow and ice. About 2/3, 71% of the Earth's surface is covered by water bodies like oceans, seas, lakes, and rivers. Oceans. Oceans are large water bodies separated by continents. There are 4 oceans on the Earth. They are all interconnected. In order of size, they are the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, and the Arctic Ocean. The water body which surrounds the continent of Antarctica is only an extension of the Pacific, Atlantic, and Indian Oceans. The Pacific Ocean. It separates Asia and Australia from North America. It is the largest of all the oceans. It is estimated that it covers an area of about 4,166,884,380 square kilometer, which is greater than the area of all the continents put together. It is not only the largest, but also the deepest of all the oceans. Mariana Trench in the Pacific Ocean, about 11,022 meters deep, is the deepest place in the world. The Atlantic Ocean. It separates Europe and Africa from the North and South Americas. It is the busiest ocean in the world, as all the important sea routes pass through the Atlantic Ocean. There are many important harbors on its coastline. The Indian Ocean. It is the only ocean named after a country, that is India. It lies to the south of India, west of Indonesia and Australia, and east of Africa. The Arctic Ocean. It surrounds the North Pole and lies within the Arctic Circle. A narrow stretch of water called Bering Strait connects with the Pacific Ocean. It is bound by Russia, Scandinavia, Greenland, Canada, and Alaska. Importance of oceans. Oceans provide abundant water vapor to the atmosphere, which results in rains on the plains. Oceans help in maritime activities and promote trade. These provide an abundant source of food for mankind. Other water bodies. Seas. Seas are vast water bodies bigger than river but smaller than oceans. They contain salty water. Most of the rivers empty into seas and oceans. For example, Mediterranean Sea, Red Sea, Caspian Sea, etc. Rivers. A river is a natural flowing watercourse, usually fresh water, flowing towards a sea, an ocean, a lake, or another river. A small river joining a big river is called a tributary. Important rivers in India are Ganges, the Yamuna, the Brahmaputra. Lakes. A lake is an area of variable size filled with water and surrounded by land on all sides. There are two types of lakes: saltwater lake and freshwater lake. Atmosphere. A column of air surrounds the Earth up to the height of 1600 kilometers above the Earth's surface. It is called the atmosphere. Beyond 1600 kilometers, there is airless outer space. The air is a mixture of gases which usually maintain a constant proportion. A sample of air nearer the Earth contains 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and 1% other gases, such as carbon dioxide, water vapor, etc. Of these, oxygen is an important gas. It is called the breath of life because it is very necessary for breathing. As we go up, the quantity of oxygen goes on decreasing. That is why the mountaineers carry oxygen cylinders on their backs while climbing high peaks. The astronauts also carry oxygen cylinders for the same reason. Oxygen also helps in the burning activity. Importance of the atmosphere. The atmosphere is very important to us. It has many advantages of its own. The atmosphere acts like a blanket or a glass house of the Earth. It receives the radiation of the sun but does not allow the insolation to escape into space. As such, it keeps the Earth warm. It protects us from the harmful solar radiation. The water vapor and carbon dioxide present in the lower layers of the atmosphere absorb the heat radiated by the Earth's surface, and as such, they keep the atmosphere warm everyone during night. Biosphere. Life exists only in a narrow zone where land, water, and air come in contact. It is because of this narrow zone, called biosphere, that our Earth is regarded as unique in the whole universe. This zone supports several varieties of organisms, both plants and animals. There are about 10 lakh varieties of animals and 3 lakh varieties of plants.